our genes are going to be changing. The GMO food crops, um, the meat that is being fed grain, frankenwheat, I believe, is also mutating. No sanity left here when all of the morals and the people that run the morality machine known as the mass media have completely dominated probably 90% of the people. And to me, I'm noticing that they are really messing with the balance of nature and with our own, I would say, evolution. At this point, we have fluoride in the water with a dozen other chemicals. They also add a little bit of extra estrogen to that. It's not just the estrogen though. There's so many different chemicals these particular lab rats or human beings have been ingesting now for about 20 years. And I have noticed that the men have become more docile, and I have noticed that they are becoming almost more feminine, and I think this is on purpose. I think that now the elites want everyone to be they're literally their bitch, and these people have no moral sect. You know, they might have money, but they're piss poor morally, and they are basically drugging the entire populace. And it starts with the chemtrails and the water and the genetically modified food and the genetically modified livestock, and on top of that, every person in this world can be labeled as mentally ill now, and they'll, in 2 seconds you can say 3 words like, I don't believe what the government tells me, and there you go. They'll give you diagnoses, and then right after they will prescribe Wellbutrin or something along those lines. Wellbutrin is just Prozac repackaged, and Prozac is the same chemical compound as rat poison, and it's it basically contains fluoride. So if you get the diagnosis from the book, for you is to make you completely docile and in fact damage your brain. Completely insane. It's for something that you're supposed to use topically to whiten your teeth or strengthen. I'm not exactly sure what dental properties it has. It's so important that we are forced to ingest this chemical that basically poisons you. I mean, straight up all this stuff. Not only does it poison you, though, it's altering our genome, and it's going to alter the next generation of the genome, and that phenomenon of hermaphroditic babies being born, and where the GMOs are messing with the actual cycle of life, so that the egg it doesn't switch over, it stays in the middle because it's not able to mature correctly. And I think that this is what's happening. It's going to be the ultra feminization of the entire lower class, so that we can all be put into one category, the category of the estrogen, and then in a sense we're all sort of, regardless of our sex, we will be docile and easily taken advantage of simply because we care. Estrogen will make everyone the subordinate. That's what it is, though. It's not good enough for one class to be taken advantage of. Like, they want to take advantage of everyone. They want everyone to be their bitch, and I think it's going to be interesting because the domination that has occurred mainly against the women is going to be flipping around. It's going to be making a subordinate will be the subordinate class. Will be the feminine class, will be the class meant to serve the masculine class. But that's the thing, they're making so that only the elites will have the ability to destroy and be masculine, while the rest of the population will be completely docile. And I mean, if you really want to knock the male down, you bring them to the level of subordination that the woman feels. And I mean, why else do you think that they have estrogen in the beer, in the water, in a lot of the foods? Because when you take estrogen, you become docile, you become motherly, you become a subordinate of the female. So it should be interesting to see what will happen in the final collapse. I do believe that we are going to be unable to reproduce, just like in Brave New World. And I think this is done deliberately so that only the elites or the money classes or the people that own the government will decide what kind of life can even enter into this world. They will be creating humans or clones in laboratories, and they are taking the right of reproduction away. And it's in the food, it's in the air, it's in the water. And more people, women that I know, are becoming infertile every day.
Bovine growth hormones don't
Stop. We will, get to a point where we can reproduce. And honestly, I think that is the initial goal. And what a tactic, to feminize all these people that you don't have space for, because the elites at the top, they only have so many resources, and these people are monsters. These people eat resources like you could never ever imagine, So that's what I believe is happening, and it's sad, but we've become these creatures dependent upon being fed. We're like, this is what they want. They want us to be like babies. We won't be able to feed ourselves. We need to trust them. That they'll feed us and they'll take care of us, and they're not going to genetically modify us, and they're not going to play God and try to make us superhuman or super robotic. So.
All right.